Good afternoon, kids. Hi, Mike. Well, let's begin our class. You know that in previous class, we assigned as homework a reading comprehension. I am referring to my new home in Venice, 1733, page 143 in the student's book, exercise 4, right? That was the homework. It is dealing with Venice, the beautiful city in Europe, in Italy specifically. So we are going to begin the class with a video about this topic. Let's see. Wait a second. It is here. It is here. And now the video is ready. Beautiful, yes or no? Venice. I have sent this video to you through the WhatsApp so you can watch the video completely anytime you have a minute to do it, right? But we have to interrupt it because it's too long and because we have classes. This is the topic of the homework. Venice, page 143 in your books, exercise 4, reading comprehension. So let's check the homework. Let's go to that page. Let me show you the page in case you don't remember. My God. Here. Exercise 4. For questions 1 to 8, choose the answers A, B, C, or D, which you think fits best according to the text. right? They are exactly 6 questions with their corresponding answers, and you have to choose A, B, or C. But before answering the question, I want you to concentrate on the vocabulary that you have in the text. I found some words that I know, because of the experience I have, that they can be important for you in the future. For example, in paragraph number 3, so this is paragraph 1, paragraph 2, and now paragraph number 3, this paragraph begins finally, yes, finally there is yet another exit, a wooden bridge with handrails. Please highlight handrails or underline it and look it up in your dictionaries, because this is an interesting word, handrails. The other word that I think is important for you is in the next paragraph, paragraph number 4. Paragraph 4 begins with, the house is almost, see that? This paragraph here, the house is almost 200 years old. In this paragraph, in line 3, 1, 2, 3, line 3 begins, green painted shutters. Please underline shutters, highlight shutters, and look it up in your dictionaries. Important word. Yes, important word. In the same paragraph, paragraph number 4, I continue in line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In line 8, this line begins here, period. The prices are not too steep. Too steep. Underline that expression and look it up in a dictionary. Interesting expression. Now, next paragraph, paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Paragraph 5, almost at the end, in line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In line 9, this line begins, appeared on his face. A fine boy, these fetch. Underline fetch, highlight fetch, and look it up in the dictionary. Important words for you in the future, right? I repeat, handrails, paragraph number 3, shutters, paragraph number 4, too steep, paragraph number 4, and in paragraph number 5, fetch. Important words for you in the future. Don't forget, look them up in your dictionaries or translators. Important words. Well, now let's go to the questions. Question number 1, in what way is the house typical of Venice according to the writer? You have 4 options, A, B, C, or D. What is your choice? What do you think is the adequate answer? Well, for Jose, it's letter C. And what about the other people in class? For Alex, it's A. So Alex has a different answer. Mike is letter C. Mike coincides with Jose. Very good. So we have Alex, Jose, Mike. And Natalie? What's your opinion, Natalie? Natalie? C. Okay, yes, very good. The answer is letter C. The storage area is not below ground. This is the correct answer in number 1. So number 1 is letter C. Number 2, what does it refer to in line 10? A, B, C, or D? Number 2, opinions. Well, for Mike is letter B. For Jose, the same, letter B. For Alex is letter B. And for Natalie, letter B too. Excellent, friends. An entrance. This is the correct answer, letter B. Number 2, letter B. 3, what does the writer say about his uncle's printing business in the 4th paragraph? A, B, C, or D? Opinions. Well, for Mike is C. For Jose is letter C. And for Alex is letter C too. And for Natalie, letter C. Yes, very good. C. There are other similar businesses in the district. 4. What do we understand about the writer and his sister in the 5th paragraph? A, B, C, or D? Opinions. Well, for Mike, it's letter D. And for Jose, it's letter D. Natalie, letter D. And Alex, letter A. He makes a difference. But no, the answer is letter D, as the rest of the class said. They don't expect to see each other soon. So number 4 is letter D. Number 5, what does the incident with the book show about Uncle Leo? A, B, C, or D? In number 5. Well, for Mike, it's letter D. Similar to Alex, letter D. And for Jose, it's letter D. And for Natalie, it's letter D. Yes, letter D. His main interest is making money, money and money. 6. In the text as a whole, the writer regards Venice as A, B, C, or D. Opinions. Well, for Mike, it's letter A. For Alex, A. For Natalie, A. For Jose, A. Very good. A is the correct answer. A strange and special place to live in. So in conclusion, in number 1 is C, in number 2 is B, in number 3 is letter C again, in number 4 is D, in number 5 is D again, and in number 6 is A. There are 6 questions, and you know that the 60% of 6 are 4, so you need 4 correct answers to pass this imaginary evaluation. My New Home in Venice, 1733, reading comprehension. This is one of the abilities, because it is an ability that people develop. How can people develop reading skills, abilities, reading skills to answer correctly the majority? Not always possible to answer correctly all the questions, you know. That's exceptional. But people pass the exam. They create the abilities to answer. How? Well, practicing and practicing and practicing again. Let's change now the skill, the ability that I want to practice and train in you. Let's go now for some listening. And I think the best way of practicing listening is using the exercise we have on page 143. Page 143, everybody, in the student's book. You see, in reality, the listening exercise begins on page 142, right? And the exercise is on page 143, because we are going to do exercise 4. Exercise 4 is on page 143. This exercise that you can see here. For questions 1 to 10, listen and complete the sentences with a word or short phrase. A word, only one word, or a short phrase. A short phrase can be 2 or 3 words, normally 2. So this exercise normally is made up of 1 or 2 words, exceptionally 3 words. I want you to read the text. Jeff has lived in the house for blah, blah, blah. Read the text, because maybe you find a word or 2 words, or maybe 3, that are new for you and you need to use your dictionary. Come on, check this, read this. Meanwhile, I will insert the recording for you to listen to it. Well, friends, I'm completely sure that maybe some of you need a repetition of this. That's why I send the recording to your WhatsApp group so you can repeat it as many times as you need. But please, as soon as you have all the answers, uh, tell me for me to check your possible answers. Mike and Jose finished.
And Jerry,
Yes.
one question. Before begin, I have a question in the computer exam because I don't know if we can underline the words in the computer, like the format in paper.
But why do you need to underline anything in the exam?
Yes, for example, in readings, for helping me to solve the problem, I I used to underline the sentence, some sentence.
I don't know, Mike, but I think you won't have that possibility in in the exam when you take the computer
Mm,
exam. I think you don't have
okay.
that possibility, Mike. I don't know how to do it. I have never done it. I mean,
Yes.
maybe you should ask Jorge, because
Mm.
he loves the computer examinations.
Yes,
Um,
because I'm thinking of taking this exam in computer in
yes.
in the final of July. So I will answer it.
See,
I will question it.
ask Jorge because he has a large experience in taking the examinations by computer. So he must know how to underline or highlight something.
Maybe
Okay.
I think they give you a piece of paper that you could write down, but I'm not sure.
Ah,
Or maybe,
but,
yes.
To take,
okay.
I'm going to take the exam on 14th of July too, and in
And
computer exam.
computer or
Yes, yes,
ask
in
me.
computer
To
on
me.
14th of July, and I think they gonna give us a little piece of paper or something like that that we could write down
Yeah,
our sentences or so.
it's fair because if you don't have a paper, you are a little bit lost.
Yes. Jose,
Yes.
are you going to take the Cambridge or Aptist?
No, the app, Cambridge.
Okay, good. Anyway, Mike, if I were you, I would ask Jose, you know.
Yes,
Yes,
But
yes.
yes.
but
I
I
will
think
ask.
that
I will
I
ask
think
him.
Jose is right. It's logic that they give you a piece of paper or something. Yes. Well, friends, let's check this. This text is about haunted houses. I'm sure that you have never had such an experience of living in a house where there are ghosts and people appearing at night and people screaming at night and things like that. It's not usual. Many people don't believe in that. I don't, but maybe. Who knows? Well, it says Jeff has lived in the house for, and now you have to tell me what period of time. For what? For how long? I mean, 8 years for Alex. And for Jose, it's 8 years, the same. The same for Mike Cano, 8 years. And for what about Natalie? What's your opinion, Natalie? How many years?
Jerry,
Yes?
I don't know why, but in my iPad I can listen in the audio, so I was listening in the WhatsApp group.
Okay. Do it. Don't worry, Natalie. Well, eight
Okay.
years is correct. 8 years is correct. He thinks his house is haunted because of the what? Number 2. Ghosts for Jose, ghosts for Mike, experiences for Alex, and Alex is right. It's not ghosts, it's experiences because of the experiences which people have had there. So in number 2, please copy experiences. His number 3, his what? Father, mother, what? Uncle for Jose, uncle for Alex, and for Mike is uncle. Yes, his uncle saw medieval soldiers. Another guest saw furniture moving in what part of the house? Kitchen for Jose, kitchen for Mike, and kitchen for Alex. Yes, kitchen. When doing homework, Jeff has felt a person, him. A person blank, him. Behind for Mike, behind him. Standing behind for Alex, yes, very good. Standing behind, yes, very good. All the answers are correct. Behind or standing behind him. His mother decided to convert the blank into a study. Number 6. Garage for Jose, all garage for Alex, and garage for Mike. Excellent. Yes, all garage or garage into a study. An expert told them the house was built on the side of a what in 7? Battle, Alex. Battle, Mike. And for Jose, battle. Yes, excellent. The 3 of you. Yes. Yes, I understood. Yes, battle. His father recently had a blank installed. What? What did he install in the house? Tennis court for Alex, tennis court for Jose, and tennis court for Mike. Excellent. One of the workers saw a man with blank on his clothes. Number 9. Blood for Jose, blood for Alex, and for Mike is white socks. No, Mike. No, white socks. Why white socks? Interesting, Mike.
I
Why?
understood between white shorts like tennis, and white socks, calcetines.
Yes. No, it's blood. It's blood. Anyway, I'm
And
going.
in the audio,
Yes.
the narrator say white something. So
I'm going to listen to
I
it again.
yes I listen also blood, but finally I decided to put this.
Yes. Okay. But now, interesting. I'm going to listen to the text, to the
Yeah.
audio again. His father is normally at home. Blank. Number 10. When? During the week, Jose. Weekends, Mike. At the weekends, Alex. Very good. It's at weekends. Interesting, yes? We never say at the weekends, but normally at weekends. At the weekends is not bad, but normally we say at weekends. Well, normally we say that in England, because in America we say on weekends. But here in Europe is at weekends. Excellent, friends. Excellent work. Listening can be a tragedy for many, many students, but I think it's not a problem for you. Anyways, the topic of this listening is the haunted houses. And I found on the internet, yes, Mike, sometimes, I found on the internet that there are many haunted houses around the world. And I want you to see some. Because some people think it's pure fiction, but there are people suffering because they hear noises and people screaming at night in their houses, and these must be horrible. Most of the time it's fiction, you know. we have to stop because it's a very long video. I was trying to send you the video, but it's too long, you know, too heavy maybe, so it was impossible. Let's continue with our class. Let's go now to the workbooks. Let's go to workbooks, page 53. Because here on page 53, we have a listening part 3. You will hear a journalist talking on the radio about adults in their 20s and 30s who still live with their parents. For question 1 to 7, choose the best answer, A, B, or C. So please, now you are going to read the questions and their corresponding answers. There are 7 questions, right? And their corresponding answers, just in case you don't know some of the words in this listening. I'm going to give you 2 minutes for you to use your dictionaries, right? Good. Jose, this is page 53 in the workbooks. Well, you know that you have the recording in your WhatsApp, so you can listen to this again as many times as you need. But please, as soon as you finish, send me a message for me to check your answers, right? Well, everybody finished. Jose finished, Alex finished, Natalie finished, and Mike finished. So we can check this. The survey shows that the European country with the lowest number of boomerang kids is A, B, or C. Opinions. Well, look, Mike thinks it's letter B. Jose coincides with letter B. Alex has the same opinion, and Natalie the same. Yes, B, Sweden. Number one, letter B, perfect. Number two, in Southern Europe, young adults continue to live at home because of A, B, or C. Opinions. For Mike, it's B. For Jose, it's letter B too. Similar Alex, letter B. And for Natalie, letter B. Yes, close family ties. Excellent. Number two is letter B. 3. In the USA, people are leaving home later because A, because B, or because C. Well, for Mike is C, for Jose is letter B, for Alex is letter B, and for Natalie is letter C. C is the answer. Yes, their relationships with their parents are good. 4. Young adults living at home say the main advantage is A, B, or C. Opinions. A for Jose, and for Mike is letter A, for Alex is letter A, and for Natalie, A too. Excellent. Yes, A. Being able to save up. One disadvantage mentioned by boomerang kids in the survey is A, B, or C. Number 5. C for Jose, C for Mike, C for Alex, and C for Natalie. Excellent. Being treated like child. Yes. 6. Having adult children at home can be a problem for parents because it can A, B, or C. B for Mike, B for Alex, A for Jose, and for Natalie A. A is the answer. Restrict their freedom. Number 6. 7. Final. The most common source of conflict between parents and their adult children are A, B, or C. Opinions with number 7. B for Mike, A for Jose, B for Alex, and for Natalie. And for Natalie A. It is letter B, friends. Meal times. 7 is B. So in conclusion, number 1 is B, number 2 is B, number 3 is C, number 4 is A, number 5 is C, number 6 is A, and number 7 is letter B. Listening. They are 7, so with 4 correct answers you are passing. With 4. Check it out. But let's finish with the listening, because if not, we can get bored. So let's do something different now. Let's study some little bit of grammar. Today we have to study the causative form. Causative. S-A-T-I-V-E. Causative. The causative form. What is this? Imagine that not always I do everything I need to be done, right? For example, when I have a problem with my car, I don't fix the car myself because I'm not a mechanic. So I take the car to the car mechanic shop and they repair the car for me. See that? And when I express this, I use a different formula. I said that I had my car repaired. I had my car repaired. Yes, in present continuous, I am having my car repaired. Which in Spanish is estoy haciendo que me lo reparen. In past, hice que me lo repararan, but I didn't do it myself because I'm not a mechanic, you see? Imagine Natalie, for example. Natalie wants to paint her nails and she doesn't do it herself. She goes to the manicure and the manicure paints her nails. When she finishes, she arrives home and said, I had my nails painted, meaning that she didn't do it herself, that someone else painted her nails for her, and she paid for that. Not always we use the causative form because I pay the service. Sometimes someone makes me the favor. The general idea is we use the causative form when we don't do the things, we have the things done for us by another person. That is the idea. I found a chart on the internet that maybe helps you to understand this situation. Let's see a minute. Here. Have a look. Causative form. To specify you are going to pay for the service. You are not going to do it. Because if you are a mechanic, you say, I repaired my car last week. See that? This is a normal way. But if you are not a mechanic and you know nothing about the car mechanic, you have to take your car to a mechanic. In that case, you don't say, I repaired my car last week. You say, I had my car repaired by a mechanic last week. And here you have the structure. It says, first the person, for example, I. And then the verb have or the verb get, because they are similar. You can say, I had or I got. No difference. And now what? The car. The object in my example is the car. I repeat, I had my car, and now the verb in past participle. In the case of repair, repaired. I had my car repaired by the mechanic last week. See that? Imagine that I want to use get. I got my car repaired by the mechanic last week. See that? This is in the case that I speak in past. Imagine that I speak in present. I have my car repaired. Hago que me reparen el coche. I have my car repaired by the mechanic. Present continue. I am having my car repaired by the mechanic in this moment. Future. I will have my car repaired next week. See that? You can change the tense. It can be present, past, present continuous, past continuous, future, present perfect, etc. But the tense is given by have or get. If the have is in past, it's because the causative form is in past. If the verb have is in future, it's because the causative form is in future. That's it. A piece of cake. Very easy. Don't you think so? Yes. Or no? Oh, yes. Maybe. Perhaps. Well, let's see if we can do this or not. I have an exercise. Let me show you this exercise. This exercise is very simple because it is practicing only simple past. So you have to use the verb have or get in simple past, and the rest is similar. I mean, you are not going to have problem with future or present continuous or nothing, because all the exercises are exactly in simple past. My God. Well, maybe it's not very well visible. So I'm going to send this exercise to your WhatsApp group. Give me just a second, please. Now you have it. Let's see if you can do this exercise. It says, causative exercise, have get something done. Change this example into the structure have plus object plus past participle, or if you want to use get plus object plus past participle. For example, I cleaned, you see simple past. I cleaned my kitchen, and now using have, I had what? My kitchen. My kitchen, and now the verb clean in past participle. I had my kitchen clean. Hice que me limpiaran la cocina. Do you understand? When you finish, send me a message. Well, Mike finished. And Natalie. Yes, Natalie finished. And Jose and Alex. Well, friends, pay attention because this is the grammatical topic of unit number 13. So imagine how important it is. And in my experience, and maybe in yours also, Cambridge also has one or two exercises dealing with causative forms in the use of English examination. It's very common, very common. That's why it is important to study these carefully. In number 1, friends, the answer is, this time I'm going to give you the answer because I want to do more exercise about this. And you check your answers and compare. In number 1 is, I had my car washed. In number 2 is, I got my hair cut. In number 3, I had the documents typed. In number 4, I got my washing machine fixed. In number 5, I had my grass cut. In number 6, I got my bedroom painted. In number 7, I had my fridge repaired. In number 8, I got my garden tidied. In number 9, I had the article edited. And 10, I got the carpets cleaned. These are the answers of the exercise. You must remember by memory the formula. First the subject, then the verb have or get in the corresponding tense, in present or in past or in future, depending on the original sentence. And then what, the object, the car, the hair, the nails, the fridge, and then the verb in past participle. Don't forget that in past participle, the third column of the irregular verbs, and in case of regular, ed. Good. But let's see more problems with this. More problems with this is when the verb have or get is not in simple past. When we have to use other tenses. Let me show you another chart. This one. Look at this. Here you have a resume of the possible tenses in the causative form. You have an example of present simple in regular active form and then in causative form. You have an example of present continuous, past simple, past continuous, you see? Future simple, future continuous, present perfect continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. Look at the examples. I'll try to send this to you. Give me just a second to see if it is possible. There you are. I think you have this chart in your mobile phone, so you can use it when we are doing exercises. Let's practice this. Let's practice when you are using the causative form. I mean, you didn't do it, you pay someone to do it, right? This is the idea, but not always in past. Let's see. So they are exactly how many sentences they are? 11 sentences, you see, in different tenses, in past continuous, in past simple, in present continuous, etc., etc., etc. Let me see if I can send it to you to your WhatsApp. Maybe it's easier for you to work with this. Yes. I think you have it now. Check your WhatsApp. Good, Mike. When you finish, please send me a message. Well, Mike finished, Natalie finished. And Alex finished. Yes, yes. And Jose, very good, friends. This is the causative form. Don't forget that. The causative form is when I don't do things, I pay someone else to do it, or I ask for a favor for a friend, and then a friend or a relative is doing that for me. I am not doing it personally. That is the principal use of the causative form. And in this beautiful formula, we use two principal verbs, have or get. They are similar, so you choose. But this verb have or get are going to be changing the tenses according to your necessities. I mean, it is not always in present or always in simple past. No, it depends. It depends when things happen or when things will happen. That's why you have a chart with all the options, different tenses, present simple, present continuous, past simple, past continuous, present perfect simple, present perfect continuous, past perfect simple, past perfect continuous, future simple, future continuous, etc., etc., etc. That's it. Well, in number one, the answer, because it's very long, so I'm going to provide you the answer, and you check it with yours. If you have any question, any doubt, tell me, and we can check it out. But in number one, it must be, he has his shoes painted, because the original sentence was in present simple. So I have to use have or get in present. He has his shoes painted. Imagine that you use get. He gets his shoes painted. I'm going to use have, but remember, you can use get, right? Well, in number two, he's having his car mended. Mend is a synonym of repair. It's a synonym of fixed. So he's having his car mended. This is a causative form in present continuous. You can say he's getting, the same. Number three, he had, simple past, he had her garden watered. Number four, she was having, or getting, she was having her hair permed. Five, I will have, future, I will get, similar, the roof repaired. The manager has had the windows cleaned. Because it's present perfect, has had or has got. 7, she has been having photos taken. She has been having photos taken. This is number 7. And number 8, you had your shirt ironed. Check this out. You had, imagine that you use get. You had got your shirt ironed. Another possibility. 9, you had been having your house decorated. I repeat, you had been having, or you had been getting, is another option, get, your house decorated. In number 10, you may have the parcel sent. Using get, you may get the parcel sent. 11, I will be having my hair cut. Using get, I will be getting my hair cut. Interesting, I think, but it is something that you cannot use unless you didn't do it yourself. I repeat, it is only when someone else did it for you. Sometimes because you are paying for the service, or sometimes as a favor. But it's not you, it's someone else. The causative form. One of the tragedies in the final exam of first certificated English, there are more and more exercises in the book that we are going to practice next class, but I have to finish because I have other classes now. The homework for next class is reading exercise that I'm going to attach to the chat because it is not in the book. Let me do it. Give me a second, please. This is the reading comprehension exercise, part 1, because there are 2 pages. In the first page, you have the text, and in the second, you have the questions. This is the homework, friends, right? Anyway, I'm going to send this text to your WhatsApp group for you to have it in the mobile phone. Thank you very much. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Alex. Thank you to Mike. Thank you for Jose. And you, Natalie. Thank you very much, friends. Goodbye.
Jerry.
Natalie?
Thanks for saying you goodbye because today is my last day.
Oh, Natalie, what happened?
No, because I go holiday on July, so I don't
Okay.
know if I will connect someday or something.
Okay, Natalie, of course, I understand. Thank you for telling me, Natalie. Have a nice, beautiful holiday.
Jerry, one last question.
Yes?
So the next month, it will be class.
Yes, we have classes until the last day of July. We even have the last day. Yes, we have an examination, number 7, mock test number 7 at the end of unit 14.
I thought it was the last classroom, or the last class.
No, we work on July.
Better.
Bye-bye, friends.
Bye.